everyone, Adam here. I am back with another reaction for the channel. I am super pumped to listen to this. This is Susanne Sundfør, which I always love to listen to her. And this time we're reacting to this. It's a 10-minute song, so this is wild. It's been a while since I've done anything as long as this, but I'm excited to go into it. And this is 10 love songs. This is, you know, the song is Memorial, but it's 10 love songs compact together into one long song. So I'm really excited to listen to this. Let's go straight into it. Here we go. This is Susanne Sundfør and Memorial. 10 love songs compacted together. Let's do this. Ooh, nice like ethereal start to this song. Very Aurora. Wow.
It's overrated.
This is beautiful.
Doesn't do it for me. Dreamt the gods descended. I dreamt that time had ended. Planets collided. Maybe one day we'll be free. But all I ever wanted was for you to love me. Hope you'll come back again. Even now I know you are heartless, 'cause you took off my dress and you never put it on. Oh, you never put it on. No, you never put it on.
Wow. Incredibly powerful, incredibly moving. It's beautiful. It's strings there are beautiful. I'm excited to see what we're going to flow into next, because we're coming up to the halfway mark here, and this kind of feels like finality, but we know we've got another 5 more minutes, so I'm intrigued. But this is beautiful. It's like we're starting another journey here. Those strings remind me of Lord of the Rings there. That lift. Alright, we're on another journey now. Beautiful. Wow. 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 This was beauty, elegance, grace, magic. It was just gorgeous to listen to. And you know what? Like, it's a little bit daunting when you hear, like, wow, 10 minutes. Like, this is going to be a long song. And don't get me wrong, like, you know, I listen to a lot of metal music. A lot of tracks go for like 14, 15 minutes sometimes. I'm kind of used to that. And in a long song like this, you've got to have a lot of depth. You've got to have a lot of changes in sound, changes in direction. You've got to take us on a journey other than, you know, it becoming repetitive and repeating the same patterns again and again, because, you know, you can get bored of that very quickly. This was a beautiful piece of music constructed from start to finish. It was just so well handled. It was beautiful to listen to. And we got such a nice mixture of different sounds in there from both Susanne and from just the music. The score that was in this piece was absolutely beautiful. The emotional impact of this piece is at the core. And I know it's like, you know, it says 10 love songs there, but I need to emphasize just how emotional this piece is, both when, you know, Susanne and, you know, when she's singing, but also when she's not. And you just hear the piano playing, you hear the strings accompanying that. Absolutely beautiful. The way I kind of structured this when I was listening to it is I kind of broke it up into 3 parts. So, you know, the first part of the song sounded very much like, almost like a relationship was ending. You know, we had a lot of the repeated lyric there from Susanne singing like, you know, I took off my dress and then you never wanted to put it back on. And it's interesting. It sounded like, you know, it was like the sorrow of like a relationship kind of breaking down. And her vocal there was absolutely just gorgeous, just so rich in emotion, but so delicate as well. And that's right in the theme and like of the essence of that first piece, like that first kind of section, which was beautiful. In the middle section, what I was getting was that was kind of like leaving the relationship behind and moving on. And that was like very transitional. You know, in the music, it just, the score was a very sweeping score with the strings and the piano, and there was like movement there. It almost sounded like, if I can imagine how wind would sound as music, it sounded like that. It was just beautiful, like such a big soundscape, such like a whoosh of sound, really. And it was transportive. It was beautiful. You could just tell that that section was taking us to a different section from where we started. And it was gorgeous. It was just like water. There was rhythm to it and there was movement to it. And it was beautiful. So rich in emotion. The way that the strings just accompanied the piano and everything else together. That cacophony of sound in the middle was absolutely gorgeous. And I think I kind of mentioned about it sounded like Lord of the Rings. That's what it reminded me of. You know, like a big movie score like that. And that section in the middle was absolutely just triumphant. It was beautiful. And you could hear that in a film. It was classical score and it was excellent. It's everything I love. So that middle section was beautiful. Then the end section, oh my god, like when Susanne came back in, which was beautiful. You know, we had a little bit before she came in of like quicker kind of piano playing, which for me was kind of, again, it was almost like that excitement of being free from that darker period of your life where you've now transitioned into this new part of your life and you're excited. It's different and, you know, you haven't been this place in a while and you've got the freedom now to do whatever you want. And it was nice that we got shades of that in Susanne's vocal, but also there was a little bit of kind of, for me anyway, a little bit of like resentment, a little bit of looking back at what you did have and the happiness that you remembered. Because obviously now you're into the unknown, but the possibilities out there are incredible because now you don't know what's going to come next. But it sounded like there was a little bit of like resentment from Susanne at certain points, but it was beautifully handled. And that's the human experience, right? We always do look back at our previous experiences and think, wow, like there were times there where I was really happy before the fall, before everything came crushing down, before it ended. And we do that, you know, and it's a moment of that was the safety blanket. Now we're stepping into the unknown. Who knows what's going to happen next? But that's the excitement. And I love that. And I have to say, one thing I absolutely loved in this final section was Susanne Sundför's vocal when you heard the strings and she was just vocalizing. As the strings fell down in the notes, Susanne's vocal just fell down with it. And that, for me, was stunning. That was one of the highlights of the entire piece. Just hearing her vocal just drop down slowly with the strings, just accompanying it. It was like she was lingering on the note as she was like sweeping down with her vocal. And that's really hard to do because once you're off key for a while. You can kind of try to bring it back, but then you've got to go down to another note. And if you go down off key again, it can sound really messy. But we know Susanne Sundför's vocal is incredible. I mean, when the Lord's on screen then, I suggest that you go back and watch my reaction to that and how emotional I got listening to that. And that's in a lot to Susanne Sundfør. Obviously the content of the video as well, but her vocal just invokes so much passion and emotion in me when I listen. And especially in those moments when she's just allowed to be free with that vocal. And as she vocalized, as she was dropping down the notes there, was just stunning. Absolutely beautiful. That was standout. And I'm guessing, please correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm guessing she played the keys in all of this. But it'd be interesting to know because, she had such a beautiful score behind her, and it would be wonderful to see her perform this live, just to see how that came together, whether she performed with an orchestra, whether it's just her on the keys, or, her singing, someone else on piano and an orchestra behind it. It would be really interesting to see that. This was beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. And I want to give a big thank you to my friend Nils, who suggested that I check this out. Thank you so much. You always hit. And Susanne, it's always a pleasure to come back to her. Mwah. Chef's kiss. But what did you think of Susanne Sundfør and her incredible piece of music that is Memorial? You know what to do by now. Please leave me your comments down below with your thoughts. And if you have any other suggestions by the incredible Susanne Sundfør, please leave those down below as well. If you like the video, please give it a thumbs up. Please come subscribe to the channel if you don't already, and make sure you hit that bell icon as well. It's the fastest way to get new notifications when a brand new video like this drops. If you do want to jump in and help support the channel on Patreon, that would be amazing. Thank you so much. Just like my friend Nils did, and he suggested this. We do have a few exclusive goodies on there. For example, I do a monthly check-in every single month with my Patreon subscribers, as well as a few little exclusive goodies on Patreon. So if you do want to jump in and check all of that out, the link and details for that are just down below. So thank you again, everybody. I hope you enjoyed this as much as what I did. Thank you again, Nils. And I cannot wait to listen to more Susanne Sundfør because she always delivers. Until next time, take care.